Action. We have the pleasure. We have the pleasure, the distinct pleasure, in interviewing the creator, the writer, and the producer of not only the book but now the film known as Here Comes Trouble, Bishop Heath Henderson Fowler. How are you today, sir?
I'm well. Actually, you guys got me out of my comfort zone. So I normally won't be here. It'll be you guys up front here.
Yes. We tricked you a little bit.
Henderson.
A little trickery.
Now you know your real name. Henderson.
As the cast, first of all, let me, on behalf of the entire cast, I think I speak when I say this. I speak for them when I say this. Thank you for just allowing us to be a part of your creativeness and a part of your journey as you push not only your books and your film, but as you push yourself in this industry as a bohemian. It is not easy. So thank you for just including us in this journey and making us a part of this journey, even if it's a small role or a big role.
You guys made it so easy. You guys brought your A game.
We bind every spirit of wedding caterer confusion, every demon of soggy, dry, tasteless chicken, every usher with an attitude. We double bind them with the cords that cannot be broken. We rebuke last minute RSVPs and floral cancellations and any spirit of bridesmaid drama lurking in these pews.
Now that all the pleasantries are done and protocol has been established, let's start off with some good questions for you. And the first question we would like to ask you is, obviously, you wrote the book, and now the book has been adapted into a film. And this is the film adaptation of the book, Here Comes Trouble. We want to start off by asking you, what scene or even character in the book that you wrote was even surprising to you when you saw that scene or that character come to life in film?
Well, for me, several scenes, but in particular, Arnett Sawyer's character. When I initially wrote the book, probably some 8-9 years ago, I had always intended my books to become film. I just didn't know when, so I wrote with that vision in mind.
Yes.
I knew the person whoever was going to play Arnett would have a difficult portrayal of that character, simply because she's so complex, you know. And so when I identify the person for this role, Marissa Clark, naturally she is diplomatic, she is cool, and when she speaks, she can embarrass you without raising her voice. And this is some of the qualities that Arnett brought, you know. And so the scene that she brought to life for me, I knew she was going to be diplomatic in the scene, but the comedic, the funny parts that I wasn't expecting, you know, she would plug in these lines and improvise upon the lines that I gave her, and she would just take the whole thing out unaware. But she brought a level even of comedy. Even though she was serious with her lines, the audience, even us who were doing the recording and the diary filming, we were just like a blowfish, you know. We couldn't destroy the scene by laughing, expressing ourselves, because, you know, she was just that good at delivering her lines. All of the cast, mind you, everyone brought their A games, but simply because her character calls for complexity, you know. Not that all the other characters or the roles didn't, but for me, she really did well in that scene. Her scenes actually.
As a producer of the film and as a writer of the book, you see in the film industry, when someone adapts a book, the writer is very strict in terms of they don't like too much improv, they don't like too much ad-libs. Why do you think you yourself is so comfortable allowing your actors and actresses to kind of put a little bit of themselves into the character, even if it's a word here or a movement there, and you allow that creativity to come from even your actors?
Awesome question. I think for me as an individual, I'm always about empowerment. I love to empower people and not micromanage and suppress their gifts, talents, or whatever have you, graces that are on their lives. And so, coming to this industry, I realized those skills are transferable. Okay, and so as long as the cast understand the vision, okay, of the script, and they understand 80%, 90%, okay, of the script and what I intend and the reason why I place certain sentences, certain words, actions. You can ad lib, but I think if it's going away from my vision, I just kind of tweak it. All right, but I do give the cast that freedom, okay, to be themselves. Once you study that script and the cast and the role what it's all about, okay, you allow the freedom.
Where do you come up with these characters?
Listen.
The audience wants to know, are these real people? Are these stories that you've maybe read or heard about on the news? Where do you come up with these characters?
It's a mixture, man. You know, just observing life, observing people, and then it's mixed in with my imagination. I have a very active imagination. But for me, I could be inspired to write a story by anything, literally. Me sitting here talking to you can become an actual story, all right?
How do you maintain such a balance of giving people the comedy they want to see, the drama they want to see, but maintaining the foundation and the intertwining of religion and God?
That's a good question. It all goes back to the individual and the vision that they represent, all right? I realize that I have an assignment on my life, and I must stay true to that. And what is that all about? My desire is to showcase God, the message of God on any platform. Like I say, I'm a writer, and so that translate. I used to write plays. I write music, songs, books, now movies. So whatever language that is being written in, I want to carry over the message of God. Okay? And so in this movie, Here Comes Trouble, we're dealing with unforgiveness. All right? Now, that's a serious issue for many people. And I've noticed it being in the church for a very long time. So I want to bring these issues to the forefront. A lot of persons may not read my book. You know, a lot of persons' attention span, you know, is not long to read almost a 300-page book. But they will sit, this movie is almost 3 hours, but they actually sat and watched this movie, right? But it gives them visuals. Some persons are very visual. You could preach to them, you know, and that's why I guess some presenters would use visuals to make it more interactive, okay? And
when working with a director, sometimes the writer would say, hey, this is not how this scene looks, feels, or goes in my book. How were you able and so comfortable with giving the director as much freedom as you gave him in terms of the scene settings, the action, or the direction in which certain lines would have been delivered, or in certain physical scenes in the movie? How were you able to be so comfortable with giving the director so much freedom, but still staying in line with the purpose of the book?
another good question. The director I chose happened to be someone I have confidence in. You know, we may have heard, I don't know if they're going to show his